identifying as a Muslim gay man, I think it's really important that at times like this, we all come together for the same thing, which is
fighting hate with love.
I personally have no idea of the protocol to follow and how to welcome people today, because it's not a welcome as such, but more to say to people, thank you very much for gathering and being in solidarity with us today. Maybe to say thank you for being with us today as we gather to remember those that have lost their lives and many more that have been injured by terrorists. Yes, I repeat the word, terrorists.
I begin with the name of Allah, the Lord of mercy, the giver of mercy. Praise belongs to God, Lord of the worlds, the Lord of mercy, the giver of mercy, Master of the day of judgment. It is you we worship, it is you we ask for help.
My name is Fayaz Suleiman. I'm the chair of the Leicester Council of Faiths, which is a body that brings together the different representatives of faith communities in Leicester. And we work to build mutual understanding and a common approach towards promoting the values that we hold commonly. I would now request you to hold a minute's silence in remembrance of the victims of the terrorist attacks in New Zealand. So I would like to ask you to join me in that minute's silence now. As communities of Leicester, of faith and of no faith, are standing together here in solidarity to give out a message, a simple message to those that aim to divide us, to say, look around here today, you have failed, you have united us. Terrorism will unite us because we believe in common values of peace, love and justice.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon us all. This is a very sad time, but in that sadness and all the anger that we share, all the communities of Leicester are here together, expressing that anger, expressing that sadness, expressing that shock, expressing the sympathy that goes with it, and I know also expressing our determination. Because what we've seen from the events in Christchurch is that nowhere is safe, nowhere is separate from hate, nobody can be safe from terrorism and those who preach the doctrines of hate across the world.
I reiterate and emphasize upon this, that the government needs to take this far-right supremacy threat seriously. This threat is affecting us all, should not be ignored, as any threat that affects communities is not ignored.
I received a call, again a call from a member of the Sikh community who said, if the police resources are stretched, and we know today is Friday, and it'll be time for your prayers, we are prepared to come and stand outside your mosque while you pray to protect you. We thank the Sikh community for this offer of help.
Why should you destroy my masjid, and why should I destroy your temple? Let's sit together. Let's sit together and learn about each other's inner beauty. Since
to be here today just to associate with all the sentiments already so well expressed and the feelings of horror and support and solidarity that we've been hearing. We know nobody can imagine the sort of terror that was present in those events, but I suppose really as people of faith, one of the things we believe is that out of evil good can come.
Shalom Aleichem, and peace be upon you. Why? I keep asking myself why we keep on gathering here and in other places at vigils to express our solidarity and our sympathy of victims of terrorism.
Jai Jinendra and Assalamu Alaikum. On behalf of the Jain community of Leicester and worldwide, I offer our deepest sympathies and condolences to the families, friends and victims of the New Zealand terrorist attack.
Greet you with the same salutation that would have been said to the gunman as he entered the Linwood Mosque and the Al-Nur Mosque. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace on each and every one of you, my brothers and sisters. I would like to begin by paying homage to some of the victims of the tragedy of Friday. First of all, I would like to say to my father, Dawood Nabi, 71, a refugee who is a vintage car enthusiast. I say to you, my father, that I wish I have a fraction of your courage that you showed on Friday by putting your unarmed body in front of the bullets to protect your fellow worshippers. I would like to say to my brother Naeem Rashid, 49, a teacher, who again unarmed is seen wrestling the gunman so that his fellow worshippers could not be killed. But unfortunately, not only himself, but his son Talha, 21, was killed. Muqad Ibrahim, whose body has yet not been found, who is described as an energetic bundle of joy, and up till the day of judgment, you will be that.
That everybody's thoughts are with those in New Zealand, and words cannot articulate or explain the devastation caused by this terrorist act. I know as I reflected and we heard about the bravery of those that lost their lives, the bravery that those that went forward to protect others, the bravery of the families that are coming to terms with the devastation and the loss of their loved ones, the bravery of that local community trying to come together in New Zealand as we are here today. I reflected and I thought we need to stamp out hate in all its forms. We need to make sure that we all work together, that we are stronger as one. And today, with everybody here, it just shows that in the communities of Leicester, that we have some strong basis to move forward. We need to know about hate crimes. We need to know about it in all forms, and we need to make sure that we're tackling it together.
Assalamu alaikum. And I thank the Council of Faiths for making the arrangements for this vigil and for the Masjid for hosting us, sadly, again for a vigil in the face of a most atrocious terrorist act. Our thoughts and prayers must be with those who have lost their lives and the loved ones they have left behind.
Blessings be upon you all. On behalf of the FMO and the Council of Faiths, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank each and every one of you who's braved the elements and come out to stand with us today. I want to thank you for giving up your precious family time to join us in our moment of grief. I also want to thank our speakers, in whose words we take comfort and solace.
Friends, colleagues, brothers and sisters, we have gathered here today for a very sad reason. Such an atrocity and an atrocious crime was committed in our world, in our modern world.
Actually, commend my thanks. There's two things. First of all, a member of the public, she's a lady that's attended here, non-Muslim. She asked me to read a few lines on her behalf. And she says that I am here today as a non-Muslim, as I do not want to be complicit in my silence.
Martin Luther
King said, our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things. I'm here today as a non-Muslim because I cannot be complicit in my silence. Here's some powerful words from Martin Niemöller. First they came for the socialists. I wasn't a socialist, so I didn't speak out. Then they came for the trade unionist. I wasn't a trade unionist, so I didn't speak out. Then they came for the Jews. I wasn't a Jew, so I didn't speak out. Then they came for me. There was no one.
Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I just have a few words to say. My cousin brother, who passed away, Junaid, he was a member of the New Zealand family from the 1895 when his family first moved there. They weren't migrants, they weren't immigrants, they weren't foreigners. They were people of that community who had lived there in peace for many years. I myself was born there, I grew up there, and on Friday, having heard what had happened, I never believed such an atrocity could have happened in such a peaceful country. I just want to tell my family and all the people gathered here, as Muslims, as non-Muslims, anyone in this community, we should all stand together and hold hands, because ultimately we're just one big family. And at the end of the day, this atrocity that was caused by one man and a few accomplices was out of hate, and we should have love for each other. My cousin brother Junaid left 3 kids behind, 3 young kids, a wife, a mother that needs his help, his support, and there's many other people that have been affected across the world from this tragedy, and may Allah give them patience and sukoon in this hardship, and may Allah give everyone patience and sukoon, and may He bring us closer, whereas people like this won't win. People like this are the people that we need to all stand against. Not just in Leicester, across the world, across the whole of society. Many of us have been here for many years but don't feel welcome. May that change from things like this. Obviously, like it was said before, this is a day of sadness, but also a day for us to reflect and come together and be one together as one people. And inshallah, obviously, if you could all remember the families in your du'as, and just remember obviously the hard times they're going through, and that if we can support them in any way necessary. Thank you very much. Jazakallah.